Hey, what's up, buddy? This is Mono here again in front of you. Hope you all are doing great. So today I'm here with another first topic, and the problem. Actually, it's a problem. I'm gonna tackle the problem of beginners. What can they do if they are beginner? So, uh, you know, without any further delay, let's jump right into the topic. I think I have given my introduction in all my previous videos, so it's just a waste of time. So today I'm gonna tackle the problem of beginner, how they can start speaking this language, what are the essential things at the first when they start speaking this language. So without any further delay, let's jump right into the topic. So basically, I have jot down some ideas or some tips if you will implement in your day-to-day conversation. Not in your conversation, in day-to-day lifestyle. I mean, in day-to-day routine, then you will be uh, seeing a lot of changes, and you will be progressing. So that's what today I'm gonna tackle. So basically, I have jot down these things, as you can say, but basically these things would be appearing opposite, on opposite side, because I'm shooting this video from the front camera. So I have jot down the things that I'm gonna read that out. Listening, changing language of the phone, start naming the things, start speaking small sentences. Sorry for fumbling. So I'm gonna tackle one by one. So okay. So first of all, listening. If you are a beginner, so the first thing that you will have to do, you'll have to start listening. Listen as much as you can, because you are gonna take input. Input is very important. Just because English is not our first language, so we'll have to adapt it. We'll have to grab it, just by taking necessarily steps. Okay. So the first thing that you will have to do, you will have to start listening. You'll have to grab the input. The more input you will give into your mind, the more output you will be having after some time. Okay. So start listening. And what you can listen, it matters a lot. Just suppose you are listening native speakers, then definitely you are not gonna understand every single word, uh, because the native speakers speak too fast. They use contractions. They contract the sentence, they merge sentences, and they speak in idioms, phrases, a lot of reductions, a lot of things they use. So you don't need to do that. What you have to do, you can start with watching cartoons which are in English, because English cartoons are made for kids, so that kids can understand the language of the cartoon. So you will have to start listening or watching cartoons. Yeah, and definitely, and the language of the cartoon would not be that much complicated, you know, as compared to the, like, you are listening to native speakers. So you don't need to be worried about that. You will understand if you are able to understand 40% of the whole video. Don't worry, you are progressing. If you are, and it means your mind is trying to get habitual to this language. It is trying to adapt the pattern of the language. It would be happening automatically in your mind, subconsciously and unconsciously. It would be happening in your mind. You don't need to worry about that, like, I'm not getting this point, then how could I be able to this speak this language. So you don't need to worry about that. The only thing that you have to is just start listening. And only one or two videos per day, more than enough. So you don't need to worry about that. And the language is very simple of cartoons. And so yeah, that's what you can do for listening. Listen as much as you can. And the second point that I have jotted down, that is changing language of the phone, of your phone. You will have to change the language of your phone. I'm not saying about the setting of your phone or the application name. No, I am talking about the language of the like your social media application. Definitely you would be having a lot of social media applications, so you will have to change the language of your social media application. Like how you could how you are how you are gonna do that. You will have to change your feed. Like you are using Instagram, and definitely you would be watching everything in your mother tongue, so your mind is habitual to that particular language, not to English. To make that to English, you will have to change your feed. How you are gonna, you can, there is a option in Instagram settings. You can go there, and you will choose your preference content, like English content or something like that. So you will have to change your feed. That's what you are gonna do. Okay. And definitely your mind will be habitual to this language. That is the real motive, to adapt the knowledge, to get habitual to the knowledge, to get used to the knowledge of English. I'm just talking about English. Okay. So you will have to surround yourself with English, and that is the whole thing you are supposed to do. Okay. That is not a big deal. You can easily tackle that. And when just suppose at starting, at the beginning of you have just changed your feed. At the beginning you will be feeling like, I'm not understanding, then what is the meaning of what is the meaning of turning my feed into English. Definitely you won't be getting every sentences or every word at the beginning, but gradually you will see massive changes, because this is the rule. Our mind, gets habitual to the particular thing if we are taking that particular thing in practice on our daily basis. That's what you all have to do. I used to think, English has never been my cup of tea. It was never easy for me initially, but now at the moment you can see I'm speaking very fluently, and sometimes even I fumble. Yeah, this is just a language. Don't worry about that. So that's what you have to do. Okay, you have to start changing your feed. Okay, that must be in English. So this is the conclusion of this topic. Okay. So next I am moving to the next step that you are gonna take. Start naming the things. Okay, you will have to start thinking in English, because our mind is habitual to think in our mother tongue. So then that is the problem. I'm not saying that you all you know all the day you will have to think in English. You are not gonna speak even a single word in your mother tongue. No, that this is not gonna happen, and this is not you are supposed to do. And otherwise you won't be able to survive. Just suppose you are meeting a new person, uh, nearby you, and you start talking in English. Then how would it be possible? Definitely not. They would be uh, thinking of you like this person has gone mad. So it's obvious. So don't worry about that. you, you will have to you will have to do this task by you know naming the things. Like this would be happening in your mind. You will have to start thinking in English in your mind. You don't need to speak even a single word. No. In low voice, you can use that. Like this is the chair, this is the table. That's how you are gonna do that. Okay. Start thinking English, and definitely you are gonna see massive changes. And this was for the step 3. And the last one is start speaking small sentences, because at the end you will have to speak. That is the motto, that is the motive, that is our objective. We'll have to start speaking small sentences. How could you do that? you will have to narrate your day. Just suppose you are now going to your bed. Just narrate your day. What did you do in your entire day? What are the things that happened to you? What are the consequences? What are the odds events happened to you in this entire day? This is what you are supposed to do. Okay, and you will have to make your mind, you know, to habitual to this language, to get used to this language. And after some time you will see, like, it is not that much hard as I expected. you know you would be thinking like that it's just a matter of practice, brother. It's not a big deal. It's the simplest language in the world. English is the simplest language. And Hindi is my mother tongue. Hindi has 52 letters, but English has half of it, only 26 letters. So can you imagine that? Definitely English is so easy. English is everywhere. Everything is written in English. When you are walking on a road, everything is written in English. So it's not that much big deal to deal with. Okay, it's a very easy language, and if you will get used to this language, then you will say, like, it is not that much hard as I used to think. Yeah, that would it would be on your fingertips, and you would be speaking spontaneously without any effort, effortlessly, naturally. You would be speaking. It's just a language, brother. And just suppose you come across a new person, and definitely you will feel nervous because you are not exposed to this language to that much extent, to that much point. So definitely you would be feeling a little bit nervous, butterfly in your stomach. Yeah, it's natural. And yeah, that's it for today. I think I have covered all the 4 points. So I'll be there in the next video. Till then, bye bye, have a good day.